Good Monday morning, team. Today we start and end with some very positive news about global threat takedowns. And every Monday morning, I share with you the 5 most meaningful stories that I think that will shape up the week in IT and security in particular for our team, for our clients, and wannabe clients. So welcome to This Week in Nerd News. The first story is about how the world's most dangerous malware called Emotet has been disrupted. And there's been a collaborative effort from a number of authorities: Netherlands, Germany, US, United Kingdom, France, Lithuania, Canada, and Ukraine, with a very coordinated effort for this takedown. So this is really, really good news, because this is one of those networks or network threats that has been in existence for way, way, way too long. Next story is about how Zinc is a group that ended up winning the trust and confidence of security researchers because of the collaborative nature of security work these days, where threats are found and shared, and turned out that it was done specifically for the purpose of then in turn targeting those security researchers. So it's a story about how hackers hack hackers. So it's still difficult to gain long-term trust and not have it be turned against you in the world of security research. And if you haven't already gotten your note or your notice that your Apple iPhones and iPads have iOS 14.4, you want to make sure you do that right away, because it is actually being actively exploited. Anything prior to 14.4, there are some security patches that you're going to want, especially if you're a person that might be targeted by someone who can utilize those weaknesses against you. And there's a really interesting story about a phishing scam that had all of the complexities of a success, meaning that this phishing scam was actually able to successfully get past all kinds of filters, like Office 365's checks, email accounts that were sending out the spam had good reputations, and so forth. There's lots of positive development in, or I should say, lots of very creative development in building this threat. But the one thing that they forgot was where to store the stolen credentials, which was stored in an open bucket online, and so that's how it was found. So we're glad for that mistake, because it allowed that particular threat to be curtailed. And the another piece of good news that I'm going to end with here today is that the NetWalker resource has also been completely eliminated, and the defendant has been charged, and the dark web website has been disabled, and nearly $500,000 has been seized from the criminal. So that's how this week is shaping up to be a good week, but they're not going to rest still. The attackers will still continue to find new ways, and so that's why it's important for us to remain vigilant and to continue to really good practices of allow listing instead of blocking what's a known threat. Let's allow what is a necessary service. And in my Did You Know section, I want to share with you about Dog. Dog is a command line DNS client, so those of you who do a lot of DNS-based work and troubleshooting from time to time, Dog is a replacement of Dig. Not really, but it's an alternate tool, and it supports both DNS over TLS and DOH, which is DNS over HTTPS. So enjoy and have a fantastic February of 2021.